Hi, my name is Miriam Mesfin, and today I will be discussing functional analysis. So we will begin with the history of functional analysis. This term the term behavior analysis was first coined by B.F. Skinner in 1948, and then in 1982, the term functional analysis was also established. What is a functional analysis? So, functional analysis is a systematic process that gathers and analyzes data to understand the function of a behavior. And it's also an experimental test to determine the drive of the behavior. There are different conditions in which we conduct these tests, and it also provides us with the opportunity to provide evidence-based treatment. Functional analysis also minimizes the use of punishment procedures and identifies the motivating conditions and antecedents. And the three main categories of functional analysis are indirect, which is conducting an assessment or interviewing family members, teachers, um, aides, or so on and so forth. We also have observational, in which the behavior analyst observes the individual, and we also have experimental. Here we have a great flow chart for an example of how to complete a functional analysis. Some of the examples here are including referrals, which is very important when you first start with a client, just operationally defining the behavior, having that medical consultation just to ensure the behavior is not being motivated by any medical need. We have observational methods. And then you always, even I wanted to point out down here, even when the steps are completed, we have to ensure if the treatment is effective. If it is not, we go from the beginning and restart. As discussed in the previous slide, there are conditions, and these are the 5 standard conditions of behavior analysis, and they are usually play, also known as control, attention, alone, escape, and tangible. So play or control is when the child or the individual is given free rein over all their enforcements, their toys, and they can play freely, and there's no consequence given. And then we have attention. So the antecedent could possibly be attention is removed from the student or the child. Some of the examples would be the teacher is helping another student or mom is on the phone. And when that occurs, the child begins to engage in behaviors like if he's at school or she's at school, they would be getting out of their seats, yelling, throwing items. They could be possibly just start screaming or yelling, so mom will get off the phone. And that behavior is usually maintained by the consequence of the child might be getting reprimanded or told to be quiet or to go sit, but unfortunately, that also provides the attention they are seeking. Alone is when the child or the individual has no interaction, and the consequence or what maintains the behavior is also that their action is an automatic reinforcer. A great example of this would be an individual who's punching themselves in the face or the eye. And this occurs whether you place a demand or whether that person is just on their own playing with their toys or if they're just sitting there eating their favorite snack. So when the behavior occurs through all settings, even when they are alone, then that behavior is an automatic reinforcer for that individual. The other one is escape. So the antecedent for escape is the presentation of an adverse activity or situation, and the consequence is that adverse activity or situation is removed. An example of this would be if a student doesn't want to do their math worksheet and rips it up and it is removed and they're told to sit quietly for a few minutes. Tangible is the antecedent is denied access to preferred activity or items, and consequences access to items or activities provided. Um, so in conclusion, the functional analysis is a systematic process that gathers and analyzes data, and the 5 standard conditions are play, attention, alone, escape, and tangible. Thank you for your time.